Good morning, guys. It is currently 5 o'clock in the morning and I am being really quiet because I am getting ready because today is the first day of the BENDIGO Sheep and Wool show and I'm very, very excited. And I thought I would take you guys along with me. Hopefully my little mic is catching everything that I'm saying right now. I've got you set up in the mirror. This is like a new show for me. This is all gonna be new, so if it's not like the best produced vlog, I apologize in advance. I am trying my best. I've just had a shower, I've washed my hair, and now I need to blow dry my hair because it is wet. And then we will do my makeup and get ready. I'm very excited. I'm also a little nervous, but that'll be fun. I'm excited for it. So let's start getting ready. Alrighty, so my hair is done and looks pretty good. It's pretty quick. That didn't really take very long, like less than 10 minutes, which is awesome. Oh my god, guys, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm nervous. Yeah, if you have that feeling, you know, that you get when it's like free dress day at school and you're wearing a free dress and you like pull up in the car and you see someone in uniform. That's how I feel right now. I just feel like a little bit nervous, a little bit excited, like that feeling before you go to camp. You know, you're like excited for camp, but it's also like you're nervous. That's how I feel. I just feel a little bit nervous, a little bit like anxious, excited. So I'm like a combination of like hungry and kind of a little bit anxious. So we'll see how we go. But right now, yeah, we've done the hair. It's looking good. I haven't put any hairspray in it yet. We'll see how I feel. We'll see. But now I'm gonna do my makeup. So let's get into that. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm kind of a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious. I'm bit excited. That last year I went to BENDIGO and I kind of didn't have any plans. Kind of just rocked up and hope for the best. I wasn't in the best headspace, so I kind of was just kind of hoping that it would just be an easy trip, and it was, but I think that negative headspace really kind of messed with me a bit. And I wasn't able to be like fully present while I was there, which is a shame because it's such a cool experience and I really want to enjoy it. And especially this year where I feel like last year, obviously a year ago, and my channel has grown a lot since then. So it will be exciting if I get to run into you guys there. I always find it really crazy when people recognize me off the internet because I just like a lot of the time feel like, even though I know you guys watch and I know you guys comment, it feels a little bit like I'm throwing this stuff out into the universe and hoping that somebody watches it. So when you guys see me in person and introduce yourself, I love it because I get to see who's watching me. I get to see who's behind the screen, which is so exciting. It's interesting because when I talk to people that like watch my videos and know me like in real life, the comment that I get is that I'm exactly the same person I am like in my videos as I am in person, which is a good thing. But I don't know, there's like this fear that when people meet me, I'm gonna disappoint them or something, like that we're not gonna be as fun. I don't know. I think that's just my own insecurities getting in my way. It looks like I'm putting on a lot of makeup, but it's really not. It's just that this makeup is very like lightweight, so you kind of have to put a decent amount on or it's not gonna like even really do anything. I'm excited. I don't really have a set a list of stuff that I want to buy. Like, I know there's certain stores that I want to hit, but I don't have like a specific, I want this yarn for this pattern. I don't really have that kind of mapped out or anything like that. I just kind of know that I want to go to Bendigo Woolen Mills. I want to go to Woolen Works stand. I want to go to Isle of Athena. I want to go to Heart Baked Hand Dye. I think it's with their self-striping yarn. So there's a bit that I know I want to do, but I don't have anything like really super planned. Like, oh, I want to get this particular yarn from this particular place. I'm just kind of letting myself explore. I'm excited to go to Woolen Works because I know that she is stocking some US-based dyers. So she's got, I think, Cirilla and Super Glow fibers, and I've tried to buy Cirilla yarn before, but the shipping was crazy. Like, the shipping was almost just as much as the yarn, and the yarn was like $30 US, which is like 50 Australian dollars. So it was crazy. It was like going to be like $100 for like 2 skeins, and I just could not justify it at the time, even though I really, really wanted some. It just, for me, that was getting to a price point that I wasn't comfortable with. But the fact that she's going to have some there, I'm very excited to try. Alrighty, now just for the final touches and then we can pack the car. Alrighty, so we're currently in the bedroom in the overhead lighting, so excuse that, but that's the only lighting I have at the moment. But I just wanted to show you that I'm going to be wearing my Salty Day sweater today. Today is Friday. It's the most sunny day it's meant to be. I think it's meant to be windy still, but it's very sunny, and because this has like the eyelets, I thought maybe like today would be a good day to wear this. Alrighty, so we are fully dressed, but there was one thing missing, and that was my accessories and my earrings. So I am so happy to tell you that today's sponsor is Ana Luisa. I have been looking at Ana Luisa jewelry for the longest time, so when they reached out to me to do a collaboration, I was totally up for it. Ana Luisa is a New York-based company, and they create beautiful, high-end, lovely jewelry pieces. They are sweat-proof, water-resistant, and 100% tarnish free. Now, I'm very, very fortunate that they sent me 2 pieces to try for you guys. Now, I've had these for a while, so I've been wearing them for over a month, and I absolutely love them. I wear them to work, I wear them everywhere, and they're just like a fantastic piece to elevate your wardrobe. So I was really fortunate that they sent me 2, and the first one I want to show you guys is this one. It comes in really cute packaging. This is the Ash double 2-tone, so you've got the gold tone up the top and the silver tone at the bottom, and they are just so beautiful and super chic. And then the ones that I'm wearing are like the mini versions. These ones here are the Ash double minis, and they are so pretty. I love that they've got just a little bit of extra detail with having the different texture on the bottom and having the nice plain smooth texture on the top. They are super cute. They don't irritate me whatsoever, so you don't have to worry about like getting that weird green varnish because they're really beautifully made. Like I said before, I've been wearing them for a month now, and I absolutely love them. They're super stress-free, and they have a 2-year warranty, no questions asked. Now, although it's winter right now, I know these will be a perfect addition to my summer wardrobe. If you guys didn't already know, John and I live near the beach, so it is perfect to be able to wear these, and I don't have to take them off. I can shower with them, I can swim in the ocean with them, and they're not going to cause me any issues, and they're going to be looking just as good as when I first got them. So if you would love to get some awesome, chic, no-fuss jewelry, then check out Ana Luisa down in the description box below. I'll also have a comment pinned in the comments so you can check out their full range because they're absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring this video.
You got me shaking, yeah, I feel the fever coming on. Boy, you know you're all I want. Keep saying that I hate it, but it's kind of fun. spend the weekend here in this bed. We can sleep in and let the feelings overflow. Useless trying to fight this. Let's just give in and let the feelings.
Alrighty, we are currently in the car on our way. We're about an hour and a half away. It's been about a 3-hour drive in total, I think. I thought it was going to be like 2 hours and 15 minutes. I don't know why I thought it was going to be that short and not 3 hours. I think because there's morning traffic. It's not like it's a Saturday, it's a Friday that we're going out. But I'm very excited because I'm casting on something new for Bendigo. I know I have already got socks on the needles, but I really wanted to cast on another pair of socks. So I've got the yarn in my trusty Patilla Knits bag that I made. And this yarn I've had for a little bit now. It is spun right round, tough sock in the color Dahlia, and it's so pretty. I just love all of the colors in there. It's bumpy road. It's so pretty. I love it so much. And then I want to do like a, you know how they do just like the first couple of rounds of the ribbing a different color, like a contrast color. I really wanted to try that. So I've got this. This is like Rosarius for Maya, and it's kind of lovely, like teal, sagey kind of color. And I thought these two together would look really nice. So I don't know if I'll end up doing color work with them. It might end up looking really good depending on if it contrasts well enough. I might do one of the colorwork charts out of the Colorwork Cuff Club. We'll see how we go. Or I might just do a normal plain stockinette sock with maybe a contrasting color toe. We'll see. But let's cast on.
I give you that feeling. Go hot, but the room is freezing. I'll be the reason that you might fall in love. Yeah. One look is just enough. So hold me in your arms and call me in the morning. Don't let anything stop you, babe. Tell me all your secrets. You know that I'll keep them with me. Feels like you're up in space. I'm in the Milky Way while you're down on earth. You look up to me. Do you know my worth? Every day you say that I'm a star, but oh, I'm bigger. I'm like the Milky Way, the Milky Way, Milky Way.
Alrighty, this is a quick fit check for the Bendigo Woolen Mills. There is a dog in the background, so sorry. But I'm wearing my Salty Days sweater. I've got normal jeans, my coat. I've got some boots and socks. I was gonna wear a scarf and some other stuff, but it's really sunny here and it's really nice. So I'm just gonna rock my Salty Days. So alrighty, let's head into the show. Hey guys, it's officially day one of the Bendigo Sheep and Wool show. This is narrator Smash coming to you to be able to narrate what I did on Friday. The first day was a little intense. There's a lot of people to see, a lot of people to say hi to, and I was just navigating the whole thing was a little crazy. You can see that there is lots of beautiful, stunning, gorgeous yarn to look at, and there are so many massive sheds. It's like 3 massive sheds, and there's like lots of like medium-sized sheds. There's just so much to look at. So day one was kind of like a reconnaissance, just trying to orientate myself, say hi to people, try and buy a few things, but kind of let myself get an idea of where everything is so that the next day I can set myself up better. There were quite a few cool, unique, fantastical themed stalls like this one here you're seeing right now, which is so cool. But yeah, it was a lot. So I'll have more vlog footage the next day on the Saturday. After the show, we decided to go to Bendigo Woolen Mills because we assumed that on the Friday it would be less busy. But totally not the case. For some reason, on the Friday, it was the busiest. there were so many people in there. I just got overwhelmed and ended up leaving with only 2 balls of cotton. So we'll be back. Alrighty guys, so we're back at the Airbnb. It's a really nice Airbnb. It's like right in the heart of Bendigo, like not too far from the main street. And it has this really beautiful garden. I'll see if I can get some video of the garden because it's so beautiful, especially when it's sunny. I can only imagine this place would just be so vibrant in spring, but it's really, really lovely. It's like a detached guest house. Just an Airbnb. You can see it's like very cottagey because it's got this whole like canopy bed going on, which is so fun. I really love that. As a kid, I always wanted like a princess canopy bed. And so I'm living my like princess canopy fantasy right now, which is pretty fun. But I did make some purchases today. I did kind of look at Friday as kind of like a shopping day, and then the Saturday kind of as like more of a social day. But I know that there are a few stalls and a few sheds and stuff that I missed. However, I have kind of met my budget already. There's just so many good things to look at. I just couldn't help myself. So I want to show you some of that now. I don't have a lot of battery space, so hopefully we get through it pretty quickly. But yeah, it's been a really good day. I ran into a lot of people. I'm catching up with some more people tonight. Ran into Erica from Yarniecopia. I ran into Ali from Fiberbound, and Kath from Mindful Melbourne Making, and Gay from Fibermates, and just so many people, lots of people. So it's been a very good social day. I've met up with some people from like my F1 knit chat group. I'm sure tomorrow will be even busier because it'll be chaotic because it's Saturday and people have obviously the weekend off, but it was really good. So we went to obviously the show today, and then after the show we briefly popped into Bendigo Woolen Mills and picked up a couple of things. I might go back on Sunday maybe before I go, but just initially it was a lot. Alrighty. So if you hear also noise in the background, John's in here too. So he will try and be as quiet as he possibly can. But let's have a look. We've got this big bag of yarn. So not all of this is Bendigo Woolen Mills, but this is like the big tote that I've been kind of lugging around my yarn in. Now, the first place I went, like I actually purchased yarn, was at Woolen Works. Chloe from Woolen Works had her own yarn there, and then she also did have some US-based dyed yarn there as well, which was really good because they're usually not so accessible to Australians because it's just so expensive to get the shipping. So it was really cool to have the opportunity to buy some of those. So let's start off with the first one I got. So this one is the fingering sock, which is 80% extra fine Australian superwash merino and 20% nylon. And this is in the colorway Jeff by Woolen Works. And I don't know I think it's coming up a bit fluoro on the camera, but it's a really beautiful coral color. It's absolutely divine. As soon as I saw her post this on her Instagram, I knew I wanted some. And Jeff is one of the characters in the TV show The Bear, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful color, and it totally represents her. It's so good. All right, and then the second one, she had Sorella yarn there. I really wanted to try Sorella yarn for a while, but obviously it's just not so accessible to us in Australia. And this is the Errors Part 2 collection. It's nylon sock, so 75-25 mix, so superwash merino with nylon, 400 meters in 100 grams, which is the same as what you get in this one. In the color Lavender Haze, and it's this beautiful, just stunning purple. Oh my god, it's just so pretty. There it is. It feels so nice. It's so crazy. I feel like I've seen Sorella so much. If you watch Knee Knits, I think she's like an affiliate with Sorella yarn or like a partner or something. So I always see that yarn on there and it looks so good. Then she also had Super Glow Fiber, which is like so my vibe. It's colorful and it's amazing. And this one is in the Super Sock, which is 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon. You get 137 yards, which is 400 meters per 100 grams. And this colorway is called the Magician. This one was like in kind of one of the lower shelving bits, and it's just this beautiful neon pastel rainbow goodiness, and I just couldn't leave that there. It just reminds me of like when you see like a rainbow reflecting through glass. It's just so pretty. So pretty. So I'm very excited to have the super glow. So I feel like I got the trifecta because those were the 3 brands that she had there. Obviously she had herself, she had Sorella, and she had the super glow. So all of those together look so good. And even together when I was holding them up like that, like even together I think they would make a really good like shawl or something. I don't know, I'm gonna have to experiment with that, but I'm very excited to have those. And then I'll keep with the hand dyed, and then we'll get to like the Bendigo Wool and Mill stuff. Then I did also see Al of Athena there. I love her stuff. She's always such a fantastic dyer. And oh my God, I just saw this and I couldn't live without it. It's this amazing mix of reds and oranges and bright pinks in this gorgeous, delicious color called Flaming Baby. And it is in there 74% baby suri alpaca, 26% mulberry silk, and you get 300 meters in 50 grams. And it's in there Ariadne base. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but there's Al of Athena there, and she's a fantastic Australian-based dyer, and she always has the most beautiful colorways. I absolutely love her colorways, and this just, I could not live without this. It's just so beautiful. It's so stunning, and it's so soft, and the swatch that she knit with is so soft. So I just had to get some. I will have to look at my stash to see if I have something that might be good to pair with this to make a sweater, or if worst comes to worst and I can't find anything that I want to pair, I will probably contact her to do a custom dye lot to knit with this, because it's so stunning, so beautiful. Then I also went to my creative garage, Vanessa there. She was there last year. I really enjoyed all of her colorways, and she does a special custom colorway for Bendigo every year. And so this one is called Shepherd's Delight, and it's 70% fine superwash merino, 25% nylon, and 5% stellina. I love stellina. And you get the 100 gram skein plus a 20 gram skein, and it's just so stunning. Like, holy moly. She said she looked up at the sky and it was just beautiful. And so she thought, yes, Shepherd's Delight. And it's just stunning. Are you joking? And I don't know if that's like, you can see the flecks. I think you can, of that stellina, of that beautiful sparkle. Just stunning. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to make the most beautiful, like sunsetty, sunrise sock out of this sock set, because it is so stunning, and it's just such a good dyer. Absolutely love it. So exciting. So I got that. You can see that there's quite a theme going. You know, I really like my lavenders and pinks going on at the moment. Then I went to Little Woolies, and I know like it's my local yarn store, but I have been eyeing this colorway off, and I said that I wouldn't buy any more yarns till Bendigo, and I thought, oh, if she has this yarn at Bendigo, then I can buy it, right? That logic makes sense, right? That math is mathing. And this is the Spun Right Round Tough Sock, which is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon in the color Don't Say Peep. And it's just so beautiful. It's like lavenders and pinks and yellows and oranges and these like kind of more black darky bits, and they're like kind of eggshell, like blue. It's just so beautiful, and I just love it so much, and I just think it's going to be fantastic. So I really wanted to pick that up, and so I did. So exciting. It's all very themed. It's all very pinky purple, bright colors, like very much. Now I also got this from my creative garage, and it's in the color called Hunter, and 100% fine superwash merino. You get 224 meters per 100 grams, and it's DK weight. And this John picked out, and I'm going to make him some lovely DK socks. And it's just such a beautiful green. Like, holy moly. That's like a beautiful forest green. It's got lovely dimension. Stunning. Can't wait to make him a crazy pair of socks, especially because it's so cold lately. And then what else did I get? Oh, I went to this place called iCast Mending. And when I say they have the cutest stuff, oh my God, they have the cutest stuff. It's all like fantasy themed, and it's like a lot of stuff is like revolving around D&D, which is like Dungeons and Dragons. And I don't play Dungeons and Dragons, but my boyfriend does. And to play Dungeons and Dragons, you use a dice. Like, well, we use lots of different dice. I'm trying to find this stitch marker in here. There we go. And so they had themed stitch markers off like the different types of dice. And one of the dice that like they use quite frequently is called a D20. And this is like a little stitch marker in the shape of a D20. And I just thought that was the cutest thing in the world. Look how cute that is. And they had like full sets and everything like that. You'll probably see it when I insert like all of my vlog footage, but it was just so fantastical. And they also had patterns there to make your own little like dice bags. And I thought if I have enough of this left over after I make John a sock, I can also make him a little dice bag. And the dice bag patterns come in these little scrolls. And so you like the pattern like that, like a little medieval scroll. It's just so cute. And I just love things that are like whimsical and have such cute attention to detail. I just love that. So I'm very excited to make this pattern and be able to like pull it out like a scroll. And I think that'll be really, really fun. Oh, and then I also went to Sean's Yarns and they had lots of cute project bags and things like that. I might go back there tomorrow and see if I might pick one up. But they had this color called Birthday Cake. It's a 4-ply superwash sock yarn. You get 422 meters per 100 grams. It's 70% superwash merino and 25% nylon and 5% stellina. Another sparkly one because I love the sparkles. And this one was really cool. And it does kind of look like funfetti birthday cake goodness. I think because it's lighter you can't really see the sparkles as much currently on the camera, but it is sparkly and it is so pretty and it's just so fun and rainbow. And these are the ones that I really am interested to know what they look like when they're knit up. I do have some hedgehog fibers mohair that's kind of in the same rainbow pattern, and I wonder if these two together would work really well paired together. I'm not too sure. I have to swatch, but this is another one I got, which is so pretty. I keep buying one skeins, but I feel like I have whittled down my sock yarn a bit when it comes to like fun hand dyed colors. So I don't mind topping up because I know I will use them because, you know, I love knitting socks. Now, what else have I got in here? Oh yeah, I went and visited White Rabbit Handmade. They have lots of cute stitch markers. I'll probably pick up some tomorrow. But they also had these really cute axolotl point protectors, which are just so cute. I love axolotls. I've never had one. I think my sister had one when growing up, but these are just so cute and I couldn't leave without them. And the person behind White Rabbit Handmade is so lovely. I saw her last year and I just always love going to them and having a good chit chat. Then what else have we got in here? Oh yeah, then I also went to Bendigo Wool and Mills. Like I said, I'll probably go back, but we'll see. It'll be on the Sunday if we do go back. And I wanted to get some cotton because I've been wanting to make like another t-shirt for like the longest time, and I know exactly the pattern I want to do. I will insert that pattern here because I cannot remember what it's called, but it's by Amy Share, and it's like this beautiful raglan t-shirt that has like kind of like lace in the raglan. It's super, super beautiful. And I really wanted to make it in a lavender color. So I really wanted to pick up some beautiful lavender cotton, some 4-ply cotton by Bendigo Wool and Mills. And this is it here, and it's so beautiful. So they only had 2 left on the shelves. They probably had more at the back, but you get 200 grams or 670 meters. So I just bought 2, and I think they're like $17.95 or like $18. So under $40 for a t-shirt, and the cotton is so lovely and soft. It's so beautiful, and it's just lovely, lovely, beautiful purple. I'm very excited. So that is everything that I got today on Friday, the first day of Bendigo. Tomorrow I will recap and let you know if I bought anything more. I don't think it'll be anywhere near as much. But I will let you know. And then tonight I'm going to a little knit night with a few other yarny knitters, and we're gonna have like a pizza and knit night, and that should be really fun. Yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, alrighty. Check back in with you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, welcome back to day 2 of Bendigo, or the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. I am very, very excited to go to day 2. The first day was more of like a shopping day, so it was kind of a bit of a mad dash to go around and find everything. Obviously we went to the show, we went to Bendigo Woolen Mills, and then last night I had a really good catch up with a few of my knitting friends in the Fiverr space, and that was really, really nice. So shout out to Gay from Fiverr Mates and Kath from Mindful Melbourne Making. I saw Ali from Fiverrbound and Tash from Mostly Knitting. It was really, really, really fun. I really enjoyed catching up with everyone. There was tons of people there, and it was just really nice to chat all things knitting. That's what I love most, and it's so cool when you can be in an environment in which you can just like nerd out and go full balls to the wall at knitting, which is really fun. Today we are going to approach it kind of more like just socializing, looking around. I want to get some more vlog footage for you guys because I kind of got caught up in everything yesterday. Bendigo can be quite overwhelming because it can be quite busy. I don't expect it to be less busy today because it is Saturday, but at least I'll be more prepared on what to expect. And there are a few places that I missed yesterday that I really want to go to today. I'll do a quick fit check for you. So I've got my Curiosity hat by Tori Yu. This here is like a little scarflet from Katova Kika. I'll have it linked down below because I forgot what it's called now. My little Mikey. This jumper here is called the Lume. I just recently finished this, and this by Sari Nordland. I'm just like wearing cream jeans and my Mary boots. I don't know if you can even see those, but yes, I am nice and rugged up. It's really lovely and sunny today, so I'm super excited to have a really good day. Alrighty, I will see you guys soon.
Alrighty, so it's day 2 and we're back. We're back at the show. And this time we have a better idea what to expect. One thing I did want to get was some self-striping yarn from Half Baked Hand Dyed. They always sell out. And they also have this cool little competition where you can make your own self-striping sock combination, which you can see me doing here. Now, after our first yarn purchase, of course, we had to get some donuts. Now, what goes perfectly with a donut is some warm hot chukkies on a cold morning. Thank you, Jonathan, for being a cameraman. Now, we headed straight into one of the yarn barns and had a look at some ochre yarn. It was so beautiful. And then, of course, made our way to Zigo Zago. You know I love their sock yarn. I was so tempted to buy some more, but I had already bought a lot of single skeins, as you saw in the day before. Now, the Knitting Man recommends is somewhere that I always miss, but I wanted to make sure I got there this time. And they just have such beautiful, variegated, interesting looking yarn. And one base that I was particularly interested in was this 50% merino and 50% silk. When I saw it on the shelf, it just glowed and I knew I had to go home with it. And of course, we had to stop by Tarnwan Court and have a look at all the gorgeous Polworth. I ended up picking up some in that gorgeous red colour. Maximu was there, of course. And of course, I couldn't help myself when I walked past these gorgeous little minis. Now, one place I had never bought yarn from is Hodgepodge Skeins, which is so strange because if you have a look at all this gorgeous yarn, you can tell it's totally up my alley. So I took the opportunity to buy a couple of skeins to make some pressed flowered socks. Now they also have lots of fiber there, so if you're a big spinner, there is lots of gorgeous hand-dyed roving for you to spin. And they're all in these gorgeous braids. Then after getting some lunch, I saw that all of the people who participated in the Bendigo project were there, so they were getting up to take a gorgeous photo all together. Our last stop for the day was Bendigo Woolen Mills. I wanted to get some tweed and some prison yarn, and then I also wanted to check out the back rooms and some of the new bases that they had. So in the back room, they have a bunch of discount yarn, which is really cool. So I ended up finding some sock yarn in there. Now, after we had secured the yarn, we were pretty exhausted. John and I just ended up chilling for a few hours before we went out for dinner at this really cool ramen place called the Harpoon Social. We went last year and it was really good. So the next day, it is home time. We are on the road home. We were so exhausted I didn't get to film everything I bought from the second day. So once we're home, I will show you everything I bought and give you a bit of a more thorough recap of the show.
All right, so we are back home. It's been a couple of days. It's now Tuesday, and we got home on Sunday. But we were just so exhausted that we just needed a little bit of a break, a little bit of a recharge, and now I am back to give you the rest of my Bendigo haul. Now, like I said previously, I went into the second day thinking I wouldn't really buy much, but then ended up buying a lot more than I thought. So I also want to express, or do like a disclaimer that this is like not a normal level of yarn consumption for me. You would have seen last year at Bendigo, I probably accumulated the same amount of yarn, but Bendigo is a special occasion in which I do look forward to kind of bringing new yarns in because it's kind of like a unique circumstance. Definitely after this haul, I think I will be sorted for a very long time. I know I pretty much say that I always want to work from stash and I don't want to accumulate any more yarn except for a Bendigo, which we obviously have a Bendigo. But I think definitely looking at all the yarn that I bought and all of the shiny things, I'm just so attracted to shiny, pretty things. I realized that I've got a lot of yarn here for a long time. I recently watched Shan over. She went through her yarn stash and I think she said she had like 8 years worth of yarn. I don't even want to look and see how many years it would take me to knit up all my yarn. I'm just going to go into it with the attitude that it will be used. Okay, so let's start with the hand-dyed yarns that I got, and then I'll get into the Bendigo Woolen Mill stuff. And then at the end, I'll kind of give you an overall look at my entire experience at Bendigo and how the weekend was overall. Okay, so let's start off strong with a really beautiful one that I was very, very lucky to get. This is the Flimsy Knickers base by the Knitting Man Recommends. And this is a really, really stunningly beautiful 50% non-superwash merino and 50% silk blend. And I don't know if it's fully translating on camera, but this thing really glows. It's so beautiful, it's so drapey. It's just the most luscious, soft thing I've ever felt. It's so lovely, it's so soft. It's quite generous actually. It's a 4-ply sock, it says. In terms of its weight, but you get 440 meters and 100 grams, so quite a lot. So I'm thinking of making a shawl with this because I want something that's really going to catch the light and do justice to this beautiful yarn. So I'm very excited about that. This was very much something that I was not expecting, but as soon as I felt it, I knew I had to have it. Then we went and explored some more. I went to Hodgepodge Skeins, and they have so many hand-dyed beautiful colors. I don't know why I had never really come across them. I think I'd seen them on Instagram here and there, but I don't think I've ever bought from them before, which is crazy because from looking at their colors and looking at the kind of vibe, I feel like it would totally be my thing. So I'm very kind of ashamed that I haven't bought anything from them before, but I got 2 from them. I got these 2. So beautiful. Oh, I forgot to say the color of this one. This color is called That Sun-Kissed Day We Said Yay. So these ones are a beautiful kind of deep navy. You can really see how lovely of a navy color that is. And this one's called In the Navy by Hot Shot Schemes. Yes, you can see that. And then this one is called Girl on Fire. And I've always been curious about what these look like knit up when they're the 2 tones, because with a variegated you can kind of assume that it's going to be a bit speckled, but when you look at these ones you're like, how is that going to knit up? But they had a sample of socks knit up and it looked really cool, so I was thinking with these 2 I would make a pressed flowers sock. Super pretty. So I think those 2 together would look really nice. Then we went to visit Tarn Court, which was really nice. I love Tarndi. They have beautiful Polworth yarn, and they are a family that have like raised and bred and produced Polworth since I think 1840, which is kind of crazy. And Tom, shout out to Tom, was so lovely, and we had a big long chat, and it's actually kind of funny because there was like a film crew there for Landline, and Landline's like a Australian kind of documentary style journalism show. And randomly I was there at the right time at the right place, and they wanted to get some like B-roll with me in it talking to Tom, so that was really cool. So I don't know if they'll just like cut that completely or if you'll be able to see that in like 5 weeks time, but if I do end up being on there and they haven't cut me out, I will post it to my Instagram at smash.knits and share it with you guys, because that would be pretty cool. It was super funny. When they asked me, I was like, yeah, sure. But I really love Tom and the whole family, and I really want to visit their farm because you can stay there. So that is on my bucket list of things I really want to do. It looks really nice. So anyway, I got some yarn from there is what I was trying to say. And it's some beautiful fingering weight Polworth in this beautiful like reddy orange color. This is it here. It doesn't have a color name, but it was just so beautiful. I got 2 skeins of this, and holy moly, look at that. It's just so beautiful. It's this really bright red, but it's not like my Clara collar cardigan with the Knitting for Olive, where it's like a kind of like a berry red where it's got like pink undertones, like it's cool tone. This is more of like an orangey undertoned red, and it is just divine, and I absolutely love it. And I have actually, I love swatching, so I've swatched like a million swatches in the time since Sunday, but I've swatched it up a little bit. I haven't blocked the swatch, but this is what it looks like with like the garter stitch and then in the normal stockinette. I haven't blocked this obviously, but I am so impressed with how this feels. I have got 2 skeins of this same yarn in a different color from last year's Bendigo that I haven't used because I think it's such a special yarn. I've just been really umming and ahhing about the right pattern to use for it, but I just really wanted to desperately swatch it up, and I honestly cannot describe how this feels, but it is so soft. It's so soft, like it's soft in such a unique way. It's luxurious. It doesn't feel waxy, but it feels like moisturized, similar to like the Knitting for Olive, but it's just such a bouncy feel. It's really interesting, really beautiful. This swatches with 2 strands held together, and you can see how that's spun. And it's just such a beautiful color, and I cannot wait to knit up like a shawl or a scarf or something that's really cozy with it. Then the first thing I actually bought, which you would have seen in the footage, is this self-striping sock yarn by Half Baked Hand Dyed. On the Friday when we got there, they pretty much had sold out of the entire thing, so I wanted to make sure that I got some, and it's in this beautiful colorway called Blossoms in the Frost, and it is superwash merino 75% and then 25% nylon. You get 380 meters and 100 grams, and the way that you're meant to use this is you're meant to knit this on a 2.5 millimeter needle, a 64 stitch sock. So usually I'm a 72 stitch sock person, but that's because I've gone down needle size to 2.25s. On 2.5s, I've knit plenty of socks at 64 stitch gauge and it's been fine. So I'm not too worried that these will fit. But I'm really, really excited because I can do the stripes without having to weave in all the ends, which is, you know me, I love things that look harder than they actually are. So that was all the hand dyed yarn that I've got to show you. And then we've got some stuff by Bendigo Woolen Mills, which I'm excited. I went in there and I got a bit carried away. Those back rooms are so tempting. If you didn't already know, at Bendigo Woolen Mills, there's like a whole massive back room that has all like discounted yarns, or like they've only dyed one lot of a certain color and they have them at a discounted price. So it's kind of exhilarating because you're trying to hunt for some like good stuff, but it also gets very, very busy, especially around Bendigo, because there are like shuttle buses from the show to Bendigo Woolen Mills. It's all very chaotic. There's like massive lines you have to wait to check out. So the first time I got there on the Friday, I was just like way too overwhelmed. I was way too exhausted. I've been up since like 4:30 in the morning and I just like was so kind of already done with the day. So that's why I only bought like the 2 balls of cotton, and then I was like, I'm out. I gotta go. I gotta like reserve the social battery for that night. So we ended up going back on the Saturday, which was really good because then I got some more time to kind of breathe and kind of look around a bit more, and I found some goodies. So out in the back room, they had like lots of different bases. They have like tons of different bases. But one of the bases that I got was some more cotton because I saw recently Crea Bayer had released a new t-shirt pattern. It's like very simple. It's kind of like a tiny drop shoulder kind of pattern. And I wanted to get some yarn for that, just like a plain colored yarn, because I was originally going to use a Nora yarn, but I think with the bust shaping, it would look weird across the bust with the coloring of the Nora. So I wanted to get some plain cotton. And I found this really cool bright green. Ooh, there's a really cool bright green. And I knew instantly, yes, this is what I want to make the t-shirt out of. I bought 2 balls of this and they were $12 each, and they're usually $17.95. So I was pretty happy with that. And their cotton is really nice. It's not splitty at all. It's super, super nice. And the cotton that I bought earlier on the Friday, I have actually blocked and swatched already with that purple, and that's what it looks like. So really, really neat, not splitty at all. Very happy with it. Yeah, love it. Lovely drape. It's like the same purple as what I'm wearing now, but I really like this purple. And this sweater is the Mountains and Seas sweater by Sarah from Sarah's Handmakes. And I love this sweater and I wear this all the time. I originally thought it would be too itchy, but I've been wearing long sleeves with it and I wear it all the time, all the time. Okay, then also in those back rooms were some sock yarns. These are 75% wool and 25% nylon. They don't have like they just says 4-ply on it, but they're 100-gram skeins, and I got these. So pretty. So this one here is in the color Flame, which is this beautiful orangey red, very similar to the Tarn 1 Quart. But I wanted something that could be used as socks. And then this one here is in the color Sky, which is like this beautiful light blue. And then this one here is in the colorway Frog, and it's this perfect like pea green, yeah. And these were all $10.50 each. And I bought 2 balls of this and 3 balls of this and then 1 ball of this, because I originally was only going to make socks out of this colorway, but then I bought some tweed and I swatched with the tweed, which you'll see in a second, and I fell in love with them together, and I was like, oh, I want to do color work with them. So I decided to buy some extra balls to do color work, but I also still wanted some left over so that I could make socks. And same with this, I still wanted to make socks out of this, but I needed extra so that I could incorporate it into the color work as well. This color is just going to be socks because it's such a fabulous green, and I think I know which ones I want to do. In Ready Set Socks, which is a magazine I have that was published by Pom Pom, you can't get the physical copy now unless you buy it secondhand, or you can just buy the digital version on their website because I'm pretty sure they have it discounted most of the time. They have a sock in there called the Shepherd Sock, and It's a really cool wiggly cable sock, and this, because it's like green like shepherd's grass, I thought would be really cool. And I got this from Bendigo, so it's like sheep, shepherd, green like grass, sheep eat grass. That's the connection. I thought it would be really cool, really lovely. It's nothing particular, like it's a little bit rustic. It reminds me of the Lang Yavol a little bit, but like less soft. But for $10.50 for 100 grams, I'm not really fussed about softness. I'm kind of just excited to have discount yarn, to be honest. All right. Then I knew that they recently came out with this rustic tweed line. They had so many beautiful colors. They even had limited edition colors for the Bendigo show. Pinks and blues and stuff like that. They had so many different types of tweeds, so beautiful. They had like cream tweeds with brown tweedy bits, neps, are they called neps? Yeah, like neps. And then they had this cream tweed with the rainbow neps. And this is the rustic tweed in the color confetti in the 8-ply size, and it is 95% wool and 50% neps. Hello bagel. And it looks like this, and it's so pretty. And I recently saw someone wearing a jumper with this yarn, and it looked really, really pretty. So stunning. So I was thinking I'd make a jumper out of that. But then in my head, I was like, oh, I would really like to do the same that I'm doing on my sock, where there's like the couple of rows on all the cuffs of a separate color, like a contrasting color. Let me swatch with this sock yarn and the tweed. And I just loved how that looked. That bright red just looked so good with the tweed, because there are like little similar flecks of the same colored yarn, and I was just obsessed. So while I was there, oh, actually I've just realized I've forgotten a ball. While I was there as well, I wanted to get some more luxury, because I really want to make what's it called? An autumn alpine. And I wanted this as the base, this beautiful navy color as the base in the 8-ply luxury, which is 100% merino wool. And then I was going to do the color work in another yarn. I will go grab that now because I've forgotten it. This is going to be the color work. So this is going to be the flowers on the autumn alpine. This lovely, really cool, it's a color changing yarn. So it does have like bits that are more orangey and bits that are more red, bits that are more violet all throughout, but obviously you knit it up, and it's kind of reminds me of Spin Cycle a little bit, but nowhere near the price. So this is in their Prism yarn, and this is in the color Enchanted. This was in the color Navy Blue, by the way. Yes, so I've got those two together, which are going to look really nice. I really wanted the contrast to be high. It's very much giving the same kind of vibe as this, but it's fine. Alrighty, so now to give you like a brief recap of the weekend. So obviously there was a lot of shopping. There always is when you're at Bendigo, but there was also a lot of meeting people. So I met a lot of people while I was there, people I had corresponded with online, people that are in like my F1 knit group, people who like comment on my videos all the time. So it was just so fantastic to be able to engross myself in the industry. Lots of the dyers were there, of course, because they had their stalls, but it's so different when you interact so much with people like on Instagram and online, and you have chats and stuff like that, but to actually be in person and have that like physical connection, be able to like look someone in the eyes and just like laugh and have a good time, it's just like so important, so special. It makes me feel so connected to the community, and that's all I want, is like that connection. So that's the part that I find is like, yes, the most tiring, but it is also the most rewarding, and I just love it so much. So I had such a good time. Like when I was invited to come over for like the pizza and knit night, because some of the kind of yarny people, knitters that are closer to Melbourne, that I catch up with when there are like events kind of in the Melbourne area, like Gay from Fibermates and Kath from Mindful Melbourne Making, they had like an Airbnb with a few of their knitting friends, and they invited me for a pizza and knit night, and it was just so nice. There were dyers there were designers, like, yeah, there was Ali from Fiberbound, there was Daniela from A Knitter's Suitcase. She is so lovely. Like she's so lovely online, but when you meet her and interact with her in person, she is just so lovely. There was Susanna from Sana & Co. There were a few, there was like the Pirate Pearl girl. She was there. And then Tash was there from Mostly Knitting with her friend Beck. It was really good to meet her in person. She's like an icon in the knitting YouTube space in Australia, and she is just so funny. Like in person, she is just so nice and so funny. And it's really good because I guess, you know, you see a lot of people's personality through the camera, but I think meeting them in person in a more casual environment is different. And so I was really like pleasantly surprised with every interaction I had. Everyone was so lovely and it was just a good time. So that was really nice. And then the next day, on the Saturday, I got to catch up with them again. Elsa from We Are Wool People, she did like an impromptu flight down and came to Bendigo, and that was so great because I got to meet her. She's also a hoot. And then I've got to give a big shout out to Erica from Yarniecopia. She kept me company on the Friday, which was so nice of her because I was very overwhelmed with everything going on, and she was just like a rock for me that day. And she's so, so lovely. So she is like the powerhouse behind Yarniecopia. And if you don't know what Yarniecopia is, they are like an online procurer of yarn. So every month they feature a new brand of luxury, gorgeous international yarn and make it available for Aussies to be able to order all in bulk. So it's really great. I will be doing some future collaborations with them. So I'm super excited about that. But they were super lovely. And then of course, I have to shout out to everyone I met, everyone I interacted with, like anyone who came up to me and approached me or recognized me, or anyone who even just complimented my sweater I was wearing. I just had such a good time meeting everyone and interacting with everyone. Every single time I had spoken to anyone, they were just so excited to be there, so excited to share their craft with everyone. And I just really enjoy that aspect of it. I love seeing people passionate about something that they love. So that's like, it's so great to see that on such a big scale. So I really appreciate everyone who came up to me, spoke to me, shared their craft with me. You made my entire weekend just so special, and I just really, really appreciate it. And I'm very excited to get knitting all of this yarn. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this vlog was all right, but hopefully it didn't disappoint. And I hope if you went to Bendigo, you also had a fantastic time. And I will see you in my next video, which will probably be a podcast. So, alrighty guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you guys next time.